Hi everybody. Got my semi-surgical gear going on here. Lord. I got my surgical cap, my goggles, my mask, my gown, gloves. If I weren't in the house, I would totally have on my surgical covering for my shoes that go up to my legs. Very cool. Can't really show you. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off so I can talk to you. I am not going to lie. When I first received this in the mail, I was like so excited. I'm a really big hands-on learner, so being that I get to have everything, a lot of stuff in front of me is great, and was super excited. I am not going to lie. So I already opened this thing up. I didn't open any instruments, and I'm not quite sure how I was supposed to tie that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off really quick while I'm talking to you guys. That way it's not loud. So 4 instruments out of my box that I think were really cool, interesting. Go ahead. Okay. So this is the first thing that caught my eye because it's huge. Very cool. So this is a retractor. I know that. It's a Diva retractor, 2 wide by 12 inches long. So this is going to be to open you up. Primarily, I want to say this one's for the chest, for sure. Don't quote me, but I think there's 2 more of these in the box, different sizes for like, you know, like a leg or an arm or something, you know, if you were operating. But I believe this is primary for the abdominal area. Very, very cool. Very intrigued about this. The next thing I'm going to have is this, because I have never seen one of these in person, and I didn't know there were so many different tools that come with this, supplies for it, sizing. This is going to be a suction, so obviously it hooks onto surgical equipment. It's a Yancour suction tip, number 12, and there's also a piece at the bottom. It's got like a little hole in it. Very cool. So this is going to be for, I don't know if the sizes are for different parts in your body, but this one, I believe there's another one in there, and this is just, you know, going to be for fluids, suctioning you out on the operating table, which I find is very cool. This right here, scalpel blade, knife holder for the scalpel. So this is going to be used for primarily cutting, dissecting. This one seems pretty small, so I would assume, I know there's so many different sizes, these are going to be for smaller incisions, not for big ones. But I mean, I'm sure it could be used if needed, but pretty cool. It's number 3 knife scalpel handle. So yeah, and I would say this would be like for, depending on a person's body, you know, like smaller incisions, face, not the head, but you know, if you had something going on in your face for some reason, maybe like removing a small cyst. And the neck, legs, maybe arms, it just depends. And then there are so many different kinds of these, which I find very interesting because they all have very important jobs. They're all, I really gotta start learning these. This one is curved though, which I find very fascinating. It's a Mixter right angle 7.75. If I had to guess, I would assume some sort of suturing. Obviously not for too much. You know, when you're suturing, you cut it kind of curved, you know, like you have the left one and the right one. But there's so many, and I could be wrong, but very excited to learn about all the tools for cutting, what they are used for. Yeah. So I went ahead and I opened my handy dandy flashcards here early. I know there's an assignment too I believe I was reading, because I like to look ahead. I didn't even do an introduction spiel. I'm so sorry about that, because I was so excited. I'm so sorry if you also hear my children in the back. My name is Emma Slater. I'm a Michigander. I am a full-time worker. I am a full-time student, and I am a full-time mom. I am a mother to 3, a 7-year-old boy, 4-year-old girl, and a 2-year-old girl. And I love my life, and it's wonderful. And I'm super motivated to complete this program. We're at a home stretch. If you've been in this for almost a year, congratulations, we're almost done. And we are at the funnest part of the program, in my opinion, because this class seems amazing, and I'm super excited. So, I had already opened my flashcards here, so I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna actually reposition myself over here so I can sit down and go over them with you. All right, so I'm just gonna grab a stack. What are the name of these instruments, and what type of surgery is this instrument often used for? So I went ahead and looked through a lot of these, honestly, because I'm more of a hands-on learner. So when it's right in front of my face and I can visually touch it, like, I don't know, it just makes it better for me. So these are, I believe, are kosher clamps, and they are used for mainly orthopedic surgeries, I believe, for hard, like holding bones of some sort, like harder to reach or grasp. So I'm just gonna go ahead. Kosher clamp, surgery instrument, orthopedics to grasp bone. Correct. Alrighty, so now we got I thought this was really cool because it caught my eye, because one, it's not in our thing, and it's looks pretty small. I looked this up on Google, actually, and it's a curved Weightlander, and it's like a self-holding retractor. So you don't need, I mean, obviously you need somebody to hold it, but it's more not like the big ones, you know, for big surgeries. It's pretty fascinating to me. So it says, what is the name of this instrument? Curved Weightlander. What is this category? Self-retracting. Alrighty. Next up, something with a bone, and I know that because I looked. These are used to shave your bone down, which is very fascinating to me because this one's small. So I'm sure it comes in different sizes. Like maybe this would be for a very small procedure, a very small like fracture on somebody's arm that they were going in and operating at and fixing up, because I know that there has to be bigger ones. And I just think that this little tool, being able to shave a bone, is absolutely incredible. But yeah, I believe it's called a bone something. Bone shap. Bone something shap. What is this instrument used for? Bone rasp. Yep. Used to file down or sharp bone edges in fracture lines. So it's used for sharp edges as well, to make sure that that looks good. These are knife handles. I believe these are the longer ones, and they are used obviously for cutting, dissecting, in surgery, making those incisions. It's pretty straightforward. Knife handles. Pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot to go over in here. Actually, I just popped up on this one. This is really cool. There's like combination instruments. I didn't even see this one. There's just so many. So super excited to move forward in this class, super excited to learn throughout these assignments and move forward with my career. So thank you so much.